What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping into the infinite frontier with Suicide Squad issue number 14. This is the aftermath of War for Earth-3. If you haven't been keeping up with the War for Earth-3 or the Suicide Squad, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series and that event. While this Suicide Squad has been a lot of fun, there is only one more issue left. With Amanda Waller no longer around, no longer having the threat of their heads exploding, Rick Flag and his team have to find a new purpose and a new direction. Be sure to buy the comics, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. In the aftermath of a War for Earth-3, Amanda Waller has won. She took over the evil Justice League, conquered the entire planet, and plucked it out of the multiverse. And though Rick Flag and his rebel Suicide Squad, they attempted to stop her, they inevitably ended up helping her, and then she kicked them to the curb. As all of them get sent back to their Earth, what we find is Bloodsport landing with them, but he's not alone. She also sends all of the alternate universe's dead brothers of Bloodsport, teleporting them into Belle Reve. All of them go to regroup with Rick Flag, trying to figure out what they're gonna do next. How do we sort all of this out? But quickly and abruptly, this is where we see that Talon, who is a ghost, his purpose has been served, his time has come, and we see Talon fade away. They really haven't explained how this whole ghost idea works, because Culebra, she still technically is a ghost, and right now all she wants is to get back into her body, with Mirror Master asking what the play is. The first thing Rick Flag does is destroys the keyboard or the control panel for all of their explosives. From now on, no matter what they do, it is their decision. Before they can do anything, before they can have any discussion, they have helicopters coming in. These Apaches are letting loose on the entire prison. Taking us weeks later, we have Rick Flag, who is currently recovering in a wheelchair in a hospital. But that doesn't mean missions aren't getting done. Having Peacemaker and Ambush Bug currently doing a hijacking from one truck to another, what we see is some kind of capsule, something that you would keep people inside of. They load all of these guys up, they make their way down the road, and it doesn't take long for these guys to start breaking out. These are appearing to be the Bizarro match clones of Superboy. Amanda Waller had been making tons of him, and now with her gone, those assets have been left there. Not sure where they're going to, not sure what Rick Flag wants with these guys. Whatever they wanted, it doesn't look like they're gonna be getting it. Meanwhile, on a military base, we have Dr. Rodriguez. I guess now we can refer to her as Sandwoman, and she has snuck her way into a top secret military operation. Tons of ordnance, robots, weaponry, you name it, they got it here. Not being as sneaky as she thought she was, the alarms go off and she tries to make an escape, trying to get Rick Flag to call in some kind of backup, wondering where the heck Bloodsport has been. The truth is, he's been trying to find ways to get his brother's variants back to their realities, back to their multiverses. Because the truth is, they are driving him crazy. There are so many of them, they are occupying all of his space. Meanwhile, Mirror Master, he has been getting hammered, but he's also doing some missions. And in the process of doing one of these missions, this is where he gets caught up with the arrival of Chet Moneymaker. And what we see as well is that Culebra is using Mirror Master's body. With them more than likely unable to get her body, she had to go somewhere. Now, why she doesn't disappear, that is still completely unknown. Taking us back to Peacemaker and Ambush Bug. Right now, all of these clones are laying waste to this truck. We see Ambush Bug, he grabs each one of them and he takes them somewhere. Anywhere but here. Of course, this is gonna have some kind of ramifications, but we don't see it just yet. What we do see is that they are able to capture one of the Superboys, having him unconscious in the cab. Right now, they go careening over a cliff. On our military base, we have Sandwoman trying to fight off as many of these military as she can. From helicopters to tanks to Humvees, they are coming at her with everything. With her being able to hold off all of these forces, they start to bring in some heavy ordnance. With chaos happening everywhere, we see Mirror Master come in for the save, dropping them in the middle of nowhere, a desert with a deserted building. Picking us up a little bit later, we see Dr. Rodriguez and Rick Flag making their way to this location, and we are seeing just how fragile this team is. They haven't had a win in quite some time. Lacking any kind of funding, it's making things very difficult, and he believes that he has an idea, an opportunity that is going to bring them all the money that they are going to need. Their next mission comes in the form of Lex Luthor. The mission: kidnap Mr. Luthor. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I think this is exactly what we expected of the Suicide Squad. Maybe not all of the members, but Rick Flag for sure is going to pick up the mantle of doing what the Suicide Squad always did. Because at the end of the day, they saved this place countless numbers of times. The only difference, now they answer to themselves. They don't have a gun held up to their head making them do this. These are individuals that are just trying to do the right thing. Without Amanda Waller, they no longer have that funding to go out on all of these crazy missions. With only one more issue left, I can't see this going smoothly, them trying to kidnap Lex Luthor. I assume this is gonna get them all locked up in prison. Or we could see the very opposite of that, and Lex Luthor offer to fund them. Because we saw what he did with the Batman of China and with Batman Incorporated. He was trying to create his own Batman, one that would listen to him. So there is a very high possibility that Lex Luthor is able to convince them that he will be their financier. You know, like I said, I'm disappointed to see this one end. This one's been a lot of fun. I understand Teen Titans, but Suicide Squad, it really has been one that I have thoroughly enjoyed. I hope we get some more in the future, and I really hope that we explore more on what happens with Earth-3. You know, fingers crossed that they've been saving Atomica for later on. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting that super thanks button. This will let you donate directly to the channel, and it helps us out tremendously. If you can't do that, do me a favor and hit the sub button. Like this video, make sure you ring that notification bell, and until the next breakdown.